Hi everyone, it's Don and I hope you're having a fantastic day. Well, you know who's not having a fantastic week? Southwest Airlines, and boy, has it affected a lot of cruisers. Okay, as of December 22nd, when the storm started to hit the United States, it basically caused Southwest Airline to pretty much shut down the industry for flying. It was crazy. They canceled, are you ready for this? Over 15,700 flights. Now, many people take Southwest Airlines to Caribbean vacations or just to get to their cruise ship. They also partner with a lot of cruise lines in, making bookings to ships and stuff like this. So a great deal of these people trying to travel were interrupted for cruise lines. Now, the quote that I'm seeing is from the U.S. Transportation Secretary Pete Buttigieg, called it a total system breakdown. Now, you don't get much worse than that. You don't get much worse than a Transportation Secretary of the United States saying that you had an entire system breakdown. You didn't have a lapse. You didn't have something go wrong. A couple things. You had an entire system go down. Collapse, breakdown, if you will. And people are livid. You can imagine, right? It's the Christmas holidays, you're traveling, say you're traveling to a Christmas cruise, and bam, weather comes in and interrupts. You say, okay, the weather's bad and everything like that. They'll fit me on a plane a couple hours from now or tomorrow morning somehow. If you're always taking that cruise advice, you're always booking at least one day in advance, right? Or if you're not, some of this has to be on you. Some of this has to be on you. In fact, a lot of this story I'm going to tell you, a lot of it's on us. And let's go with that as well. But people have been freaking out and, writing Southwest Airlines saying, I lost this much money on my cruise. I spent $6,000. You canceled our flight. You had no more bookings for us. It's impossible to drive there in time to make the cruise. And I spent $6,000. Thanks very much. Merry Christmas, Southwest Airlines. Thank you for offering me more free seats on your crummy airline. When I lost $6,000 of my cruise because you canceled all the flights. Now, let's be fair. They can't fly in horrible weather. They can't land in horrible weather. It's just a fact of nature, folks. So we have to live with that. If you look outside and it's a huge snowstorm outside and it's 3 feet of snow, you're not going to jump in your car if you don't have to, right? And the airlines are not going to risk 1,000 people's lives just because you're heading to a cruise. The trouble is even after the storms hit, they still couldn't get people because it's Christmas. And all the flights that they had were already booked for people to fly. So there was no place to put the people who were displaced from the storms. And so the issue compounded and compounded and compounded. And guess what? It's not going to get any better this weekend with New Year's, because a lot of people travel for Christmas and New Year's and come back the week after. That should be a lot of fun as well. Let's hope there's no more storms coming. But I just want to cover a couple of things that people are sending to the cruise lines because their air flights were canceled and what they expect the cruise line to do. But before I get there, let me just invite you to hit that subscribe button if you haven't done so already. If you want to keep up to date with everything cruising, from what happens if you miss your flight to get to your cruise, to anything that you can possibly do, how can you save money if this happens to you, or just, hey, I'm going to Australia. Ever wondered what an Australia-New Zealand cruise looks like? Stay tuned. You're about to see it here on the channel. It doesn't cost anything, but it really does help the channel out a lot if you hit the subscribe button, and even that little notification bell really does help as well. And again, I really do appreciate it. All right, let's talk about some of the things I'm seeing on social media from people sending it in to the cruise lines, not to the airline that canceled the cruise, the cruise line. Here's one that says, "Out Royal Caribbean, we stood by you during the pandemic and continued to cruise, and now you're failing us. Southwest Airline canceled my flight and we missed the ship, and you won't give us a future cruise credit. Done with cruising, no more." Okay, so you want the cruise line to bite the bullet on the money, and not because the airline that you booked, you obviously didn't book through the cruise line, because if you booked through the cruise line, you would still have a guarantee to get you to the ship, and if they can't, there's insurance, etc. You want that to be covered by the cruise. No business is going to do. If you booked a Caribbean holiday at a luxury resort in, say, in Mexico, or if you got a Disney vacation and you can't get to Disney because the airline shut down, Disney's not giving you their money back. The hotels and resorts are not giving you their money back. So why should a cruise ship give you your money back or give you future cruise credits? I understand that you feel loyal to Royal in that case, but you can't also blame Royal for something that's beyond their control. And here is my advice. How do you not have insurance? Because it sounds like you want Royal Caribbean to give you future cruise credits. Well, where is your travel insurance? Did you not take travel insurance? You're traveling in the winter and you didn't take travel insurance? This is on you. This isn't on Royal Caribbean. This isn't even on Southwest Airline for that matter. It's on us because we didn't take out travel insurance. We didn't cover our vacations. In other words, we didn't cover our behinds. I really don't understand sometimes how people are expecting the cruise lines to cover more of these issues. I saw another tweet that went out there blaming Holland America Cruise Line because Southwest Airlines didn't make their flight. And they actually got a response from Holland America saying, "Oh, did you book your flight through us?" The person said, "No, I got it cheaper this way." "Oh, well, go to your insurance company and collect the money." And the person says, "I didn't have insurance. It's only a 5-day cruise." Well, then it's only 5 days of money that you lost because you didn't take insurance. Really is all about that. All about simple things. You save a couple $100. I just insured my trip to Australia for 15 days for 400 Canadian dollars. 15 days, including my flight, including my cruise, including my hotel, including medical and evacuation. $400 at insuremytrip.com. And besides that, I also had year-long insurance as well. But I'm on that verge of the 6 months of traveling, so sometimes it might kick in. You're only allowed to travel for 6 months of the year. I'm close in 2022, so I got the extra insurance just to be safe. And I don't understand how you can blame the insurance, not the insurance, the cruise line for something an airline did and we did, but people are. Let me know who's right. Do you think Royal Caribbean should be giving future cruise credits and Holland America should be giving future cruise credits or giving their money back because the airline shut down? I honestly don't think too many people are going to side with that argument. Well, I hope you appreciate this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Want to see more tips, more tricks, more travel blogs from around the world? Hit that subscribe button. Until next time, have yourself a safe and a great vacation.